Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
Well, last night there was a ton of rain in Southern California. It washed out Sunday night baseball, thus the day-night doubleheader. As a matter of fact, they had to use a helicopter today to help dry the outfield. It is game one of a two-game set here on this Monday night. Take a look at the standings in the American League West. The Angels idle last night. Houston defeating Texas, and they find themselves a game up on the Astros as we begin play today. As we welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubica. I'm Victor Rojas, and going back to Saturday night's performance, as a matter of fact, the Angels have back-to-back shutouts, but last Saturday, it was all about Cole Calhoun and the long ball.
Yeah, perfect swings, Victor. Take a look at our tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. Cole Calhoun got himself into two very good hitters counts, and he got some fastballs, exactly what Cole was looking for. See, on the first swing was a fastball around belt high, the leverage through the baseball, back-legged it. The next one, down lower in the strike zone. Again, he got himself in position because of the count, fastball counts. And what I love best about these two highlights, the bat flip. They landed about the exact same spot for Cole Calhoun with 2 home runs. First time in his career for Cole Calhoun.
We need to get StatCast reading on the bat flip.
That was perfect.
It's got to be in a category from now on. Now, we mentioned the shutouts at back-to-back games for the Angels against the Boston Red Sox. We've seen some fantastic pitching performance.
Oh, and you need it, too, because the offense really hasn't kicked it back into gear in the second half, Victor, so far, but the pitching staff certainly has. 2 and back-to-back shutouts. C.J. Wilson, 8 shutout innings, very, very good. Garrett Richards, complete game, 2-hit shutout the very next night. So it's the first time we've had back-to-back shutouts in a game since 1989. And that was at Fenway Park against the Red Sox. First time here at the Big A since 1964 with my guy, Dean Chance.
Dean Chance. Tonight it is Hector Santiago. The Angels have a couple of lefties on the mound. Santiago game 1, Andrew Heaney in game 2. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Lineups and first pitch when we return.
Angels baseball is brought to you by CarMax. Start to search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax, start here. By Jack in the Box. Get the new steak and egg breakfast burrito. It's not your basic breakfast burrito, and it's only at Jack in the Box. By the new movie Southpaw, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, in theaters everywhere Friday. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. his pitches on. And so we will take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox. They will have Mookie Betts leading things off at center field. Dustin Pedroia is second. Xander Bogaerts is the shortstop. David Ortiz, the cleanup hitter at DH. Hanley Ramirez in left. Pablo Sandoval at third. Mike Napoli at first base. Shane Victorino at right. And that is Ryan Hannigan batting ninth and doing the catching. That's the lineup that John Farrell runs out there for the 42 and 49 Red Sox, taking on Hector Santiago. Pardon me, the All-Star Hector Santiago.
The All-Star, ERA 2.33 for Hector, 98 punch-outs in 108 and a third innings pitch. He's been throwing the ball exceptional this season. Let's take a look at his strike percentage of his changeup this year. Just under 62%. Last year, 64%. Big reason, though, his changeup's been more effective because it's located better, but the fastball inside has been much more effective for him. That's why the changeup much easier to get out.
The Angels defensively in game one of this day-night doubleheader have Daniel Robertson at left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun at right, the infield with David Freese, Eric Guybar, Johnny Giavotella, and C.J. Cron. Albert serving as a DH today, and Chris Idetta doing the catching.
And Mike Trout out in center anytime with Hector on the mound. A lot of fly ball action. 0 errors in his last 259 total chances he's had this season. Also with 2 outfield assists. We talked about it a number of times, how shallow he's been playing and how good he has been going back on the baseball. His best defensive center field so far in his career.
Hector Santiago's first pitch of ball, and the first pitch is delivered by the UPS store. 19th game, 18th start for Hector Santiago as Betts looks at a strike, and we're evened up at 1-1. Center fielder hitting 271, 10 home runs, and 43 runs batted in. It is a warm, muggy afternoon here in Southern California. Now it is just downstairs, apparently. And it is 2-1. That Saturday night went 0 for 4. The Angels have kept him off the bases. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's 0 for 8 in the series. One big stolen base threat for the Red Sox. 13 bags on the year. That leads the team. Terrific young center fielder. 2-2 now. This is popped up on the first base side. Cron looks like he may run out of room. He does. Nice play as well.
Play with the glove. Quite a few Red Sox fans at that part of the field.
Yeah. It's a wicked good catch.
Yes, it was.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Hector with a 6-4 record, a 3.24 ERA. The last minute call to join the folks in Cincinnati for the All-Star game last Tuesday.
How about that smile he had from Seattle when he got that call all the way through the All-Star game, even coming back here to the Big A afterwards. It's great to see from Hector.
Betts fouls this one back. And a play. Folks still showing up here. Not your traditional 1 o'clock start or 12:35 start that we're used to seeing when the Angels do play a day game. It's a 2 o'clock start. Getting a little bit closer to the start time for the final game of the series at 7:05. As Betts takes low on the changeup, and it's a full count.
I think they missed by a whole lot either. So far we've seen from Marvin Hudson, he doesn't call necessarily that low borderline strike.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Betts. Just blew it right by him, and there's the first down.
See, we just talked about that changeup and followed up with a fastball. His changeup just missed out of the strike zone 85, and that sneaky 92-mile-an-hour fastball in the inner half gets a swing and miss for Hector. Good follow through the shoulder, squared up, and gets that fastball by a good fastball hitter in Betts.
Base is clear for Pedroia with 1 out. Pedroia activated off the disabled list prior to Friday night's game. And the hamstring injury that he suffered on June 25th. No rehab assignment for him. Hitless in the series. Boston managing 2 hits in Saturday night's contest. The Angels, matter of fact, had 2 hits of their own in the opening game of the series, one of which was the walk-off home run by Trout.
So amazing this year, the Angels have won a game with 1 hit, and they've won a game with 2 hits. Their pitching staff has pitched very, very well, the Angels, this year.
That one is a little bit high. 2 balls and a strike. The other thing that's amazing for the Angels, going back to that last homestand, which they went 6-3 and kind of started things rolling for them. The fact that they're still 0 for 35 with men in scoring position here at home, yet 5-1 during that stretch. That is amazing.
That's pitching great, some home runs, and some great defense. Cole with a couple of them on Saturday night.
2-2 to Pedroia. Off the plate, full count. He's now with 100 home runs on the season. Puts him 5th in the American League. Now the payoff. Pedroia fouls it off. Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop, on deck, just underway here. Day-night doubleheader. That means once this game is over, they will clear the field, clear the stands. They will reopen the gates for game number 4 of this series. And that is ball 4. Just inside. It's a 1-out walk. First time Pedroia has reached base in the series.
Heck, a little upset with himself. That fastball cut off the plate. Quick visit from Chris Iannetta.
Almost looked like he was talking to Chris as he walked back up the slope of the mound, specifically about that landing area. He kicked at it a little bit.
Well, he does have that. We talk about those 2 lines he makes down there, that path he wants to land in every time. He's just outside of that line so far in his delivery.
Bogaerts with a 1-ball, no strike count. Shortstop hitting .302. That is 11-game hitting streak snapped Saturday. With a 4-game. A 2-hit game Friday night, including a double, his 20th of the season. He's made some fine defensive plays already in the first 2 games of this series at short. There's a strike. Hector came into today's ball game with 83 strikeouts in 108 1/3 innings. Fewer hits than innings pitched. Overall, just a solid, quote-unquote, first half for him. Trying to carry that over.
He tried to guide that pitch. A little frustrated with his delivery so far in this game for Hector.
18 pitches so far, right down the middle. 9 balls, 9 strikes. Foul tipped into the mid.
So a lot of pitches upstairs so far, whether it's his off speed or fastball. That's why you see a lot of fly ball action from Hector. And also you'll see a lot of strikeouts from him.
Pedroia is standing at first, a 1-out walk. Check in on him. Santiago's ERA at 3.24. 4th in the American League. Long hold there. The 2-2's just down low.
That's another good pitch. He hasn't got that borderline low strike called yet.
Spoke. It's 2.33 for Santiago. Just wrote it down.
See where this pitch is, Victor. It's getting the lower part of the strike zone. And that's a strike, middle part, but down at the knees.
Even though Chris is reaching back a little bit.
Wonder if Pedroia will be going here.
That's 3 straight full counts for Santiago. Time is called. Three-two. Line back up the middle, a base hit. Pedroia advances to second. And the Red Sox have 2 men on with 1 out here in the first. Ortiz coming up.
Fastball elevated in the strike zone. Good piece of hitting by Bogaerts. Right back up the middle. He's now 4 for 6 in his career versus Hector. He tried to do a whole lot. Use the middle of the field. Good swing. Couple base runners on now for a very good run producer in David Ortiz.
You talked about how good the pitching has been for the Angels through the first 2 games of the series. This is just the second time in the series in which the Red Sox have had multiple base runners on board in any one inning. The other time was the second inning of Saturday night's game. So Pedroia at second, Bogaerts at first. Here's Ortiz. He will take outside. This is a team, the Red Sox, that has struggled. 1 on the road, and 2 against left-handed pitching. They've hit 234 away from Fenway Park this year. 232 against lefties. The command being an issue here in the early going. Good Red Sox hitters, they can just kind of zone in on one particular zone and pull the trigger. 1-0. There's a strike team in the count.
That's the one thing C.J. Wilson and Garrett Richards did so well in the first 2 games of the series. They got ahead of the count and threw exceptional pitches each and every time. So those numbers versus lefties for Ortiz this year. But still a very dangerous hitter here.
Slider lifted foul and out of play. 1-2. Goes without saying, a down season for David Ortiz. 233, 15 home runs, 43 runs batted in. In these situations, his battage is 145, been in scoring position. Long first inning for Hector Santiago. Swing and a miss, down goes Ortiz, 2 outs.
Good slow breaking ball. First we've seen really from Hector in this inning. Picked the perfect time to throw it. You can see Ortiz was geared up to try to either get a slider or a fastball. Instead, nice little slow breaking ball, swing and miss. So that's 2 punch outs in the inning. Did a nice job of creating that arm angle to get Ortiz to chase that pitch out of the strike zone.
So here's Hanley Ramirez. Left fielder hitting 268, team leader in home runs with 19. 46 runs batted in. Hold 1. Second time that Hector has faced the Red Sox. Faced him at Fenway on May 24th. Took the loss. Gave up just 3 runs on 7 hits and 6 2/3 and 6 strikeouts in that game with 1 walk. High fastball 0-2.
I think I'll be ready now, especially Ramirez behind in the count, hitting that ball to right field for Cole Calhoun to be ready. He does have good power to right field, right center field. So Mike Trout kind of favor him that way, a little more shallow center. He cut off that angle if he hits one to right center field.
Daylight today, too. You're going to get some carry on the baseball. Pedroia at second and Bogaerts at first. 0-2. Almost got him to chase another one.
And another quick conversation with Chris Iannetta and Hector Santiago. 28 pitches thrown here in the first inning already on a hot day.
Hector keeps getting that pitching hand, rubbing it on the left leg. Moisture, perhaps the precipitation. The left forearm kind of dripping down, losing the grip a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of times you use that rosin bag to either throw it on your hand or you can pat it on your legs. That way you go to your leg and still be able to dry off your fingers and be able to throw, especially a good breaking ball.
He's a strike away from getting out of this top of the first with no damage. 1-2. Jammed him with a good fastball. Another good play in the seats.
Fans are ready to make plays today.
Absolutely.
Well, you see his arms, the sweat on his arms already. It is very, very sticky and humid here. Very unusual for here, especially with all the rain we've had the last couple of days.
Two balls, two strikes.
See right there, as soon as he threw the baseball, it went right to his pant leg, trying to dry his hand off.
Now another conversation, this time with Ibar.
He's trying to keep him under control. That's all they're trying to do between Eric Ibar and Chris Iannetta. Knowing that energy level that Hector has, is trying to slow him down enough, but not slowing down his pace as far as pitching.
Big pitch here at 2-2. Get into that full count situation, give the base runners a head start. He misses out of the zone here. Two on the way. That is a called strike. 3 down goes Ramirez. Hector Santiago. It took him a while, 31 pitches, but he strikes out the side as we'll head to the bottom of the first scoreless. For the first, but no damage done against Hector Santiago and the Angels. We'll check out Mike Scioscia's starting 9 for the Halos at 50-40 on the season. A game up on the Astros. Johnny Giavotella at second base leading things off. Then Cole Calhoun, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols mentioned the DH today. Eric Ibar, the shortstop. David Freese at third. Crone gets a start at first with Iannetta behind the plate. Daniel Robertson batting ninth and playing left field as they take on the 22-year-old left-hander native of Valencia, Venezuela. His name is Eduardo Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, a very good arm. Fastball ranges from 90 to 97. He's got a 2-seam, 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup. My go-to. See some pitches. He's a guy that he will get you try to chase that 2-seam around his zone. Bring that fastball middle of the plate. Second time through against him. Hitters rating 347. Second time through. First time through, difficult task.
Rookie making his 10th major league start. He delivers a good fastball for a strike. Giavotella hitting .263 with 3 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Hitless to start the second half. The one's fouled back. Another fastball, 0-2.
1-2 left-handed pitchers land in a completely different spot. Rodriguez right towards the middle of the rubber. Hector towards the first base side of the pitching rubber.
Rodriguez ranked by Baseball America's Boston's #4 prospect. Having the best fastball among Red Sox minor leaguers. Originally the Orioles system. One's upstairs, 1 and 2. Foster picked him up. Pretty good pickup, too, from the Orioles last year at the trade deadline in exchange for Andrew Miller. It's a nice trade out right there.
Yeah.
Reliever for a starter with good stuff.
Like I said, he can throw that two-seamer 90 and 94, and then his four-seam up to 97. See that one in 97.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming off a win against the Yankees. 2 runs, 6 in the 3rd. Youngest Boston starter to beat New York since Ken Brett, 1970. 2-2. Full count. Seen a lot of those already here in the first.
One thing you got to keep an eye on, both these pitchers were supposed to pitch last night, so they were geared up to pitch last night. Then you got to settle down and get that mind going for the very next day. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you've prepped and got ready to pitch last night.
There's ball 4 way inside. That's a leadoff walk.
And now it's time for In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by Kia. Cole Calhoun coming to the plate. Saturday night had his first career 2 home run game. Look what he's done in his last 16 games. Batting average over 320, but big thing jumps out. 17 RBI and 6 home runs for Cole Calhoun.
Started on that road trip. Texas, Denver, Seattle. Bats with a man on and nobody out. On the outside. Now Hannigan's going to go out.
And again, it's easier said than done. Think, okay, you didn't pitch yesterday, you're ready to go today. But your mindset, you're playing, when you play here in Southern California, you never think of a rainout. So you're constantly thinking, okay, I'm going to pitch at some point tonight. So you got that edge going. You've worked hard in between starts. You're ready to go last night, and all of a sudden, game is called. You're asked to start here in the first game of this doubleheader. And you can see both pitchers with control issues, and both generally have been around the strike zone this entire season.
Cole fouls this one off. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Is it the mental part of it, of the extra day, or is it the physical part of having that extra day?
It's both, really. I mean, the physical thing, because you've gone through your long toss and your running and lifting program in between, and you're ready to go. You've probably, did some exercise, some shoulder exercise before you're even going to go pitch or think you're going to pitch last night. And then all of a sudden, no, you're not pitching. Like I said, most times you're going to think there's no way the game is going to be rained out. I mean, it's been forever since a rain out here.
Cole looks at the strike, and it's 1 and 2. The Angels getting rained out here for the first time in just over 20 years. June of '95. It was against the White Sox. 1,609 consecutive home games without a rainout.
So it's been forever.
Yep. Cole hits it in the air to left field. Hanley moving back on it as he beat. The tag goes back to first base. Tags, but he'll stay right there. 1 down.
It's a one-day key for this game to be successful. And watch me. Solano, you got to see some pitches against a guy you've never faced before, especially one with a firm fastball and a sharp slider like Rodriguez has. And I mentioned second time through in the lineup, hitting nearly 350 against him. So you got to see some pitches and work some counts. 2-1 counts against him so far this year. Hitters hitting .462 with 2 home runs.
Trout looks at a strike. Mike was held hitless on Saturday night, going 0 for 4. 307 average, 27 home runs, 56 runs batted in. That one's off the plate. 27 home runs for Trout, still leads the American League. He's ninth, tied for ninth with Albert. Runs batted in with 56. Mark Teixeira and Jose Bautista tied with 63. 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike.
I think we're going to see a lot of fastballs from Rodriguez. Just under 70% of his pitches are fastballs. He's got that 2-seam, 4-seam action. Cuts it, sinks his fastball. And it's that count where hitters have had a lot of success against him. 6 for 13 in these 2-1 counts.
Checking in on Giavotella, worked the leadoff walk to start the bottom of the first. Halos will stay here, take on the Minnesota Twins beginning tomorrow. Boston off to Houston, take on the Astros. 2-1 pitch. Got it in.
Minnesota already here probably. Unless they want to stay up there in Oakland.
Yeah. Just 10 games, 11 games, including this doubleheader. The Major League scoreboard today. This is the only one being played right now.
Maybe they're hanging out at Disneyland today, the Twins.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe at the game.
3-1. Trout gets jammed, flares one into the seats. Full count. Houston also idle today. The Rangers will be at Denver taking on the Rockies tonight. Oakland is off as well. Good matchup tonight in Kansas City. Pirates and the Royals. Although big loss for the Pirates. Jordy Mercer's out. Taken out on a slide with Carlos Gomez yesterday.
Yeah, they've been struggling out of the gate in the second half. Everyone was anointing them. They're the team because they were playing so well at the end of the first half. They were saying they're on their way to the World Series, representing the National League. They are a very good team, though. And by Garrett Cole, who's thrown the ball unbelievably well. McCutchen, one of the best players in all of baseball in center field.
And tonight, A.J. Burnett against Yordano Ventura. See if Giavotella takes off here with 1 out, full count. Pujols on deck. Johnny doesn't go, and that is ball 4. So 2 on, 1 out. Albert coming up.
Both pitches, the amount of pitches they're throwing in this first inning look like it's going to be a bullpen day, which as a manager you would like to avoid when you have a doubleheader.
That's the last thing you want to see in the first inning of a day-night doubleheader.
And you're hoping you have some quick innings early on and you can mix and match as the game progresses, but it's going to force both managers to go potentially to the bullpen a lot earlier than they hoped.
Albert has struggled so far in the month of July. He had a couple of good swings on the road trip, but overall, after his winning the American League Player of the Month for June, he's at just 184 this month with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. He has 2 men on and 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first. How's that first one back?
And one thing he didn't do for a long period of time was swing at the first pitch. He was gearing up looking for a fastball. Instead got a changeup.
Looked like in the first couple of games of this series, Friday and Saturday, that he's become a little bit more pull happy than what we've seen him, especially over the last couple of months. He pulls this one right to third. That's going to turn into a double play that ends the first. Not sure where Johnny Giavotella was going. That ball was hit in front of him. 1 complete. We're scoreless.
0 top of the second. Let's take a look. We talked about that rainout last night. About the longest streaks in between rainouts. The Angels had a streak of 1,635 games. That was back to June 16th of 1995. Dodgers now the leader at that. San Francisco. San Diego also rained out yesterday. And Pittsburgh? How's that possible, by the way?
Did your voice just crack?
Yeah. Believe me, I grew up in Pennsylvania. I've seen some incredible amounts of rain in Pittsburgh.
That was an incredible Peter Brady moment right there.
Yes. That was stunning.
Pablo Sandoval takes ball 1.
As long as you don't want me to sing like Peter Brady, we'll be all right.
Sandoval, Napoli, Victorino for Boston here in the second. Pablo hitting 267, 7 home runs, and 30 runs batted in. 2-hit game Saturday night with a single and a double. He's ditched the switch hitting. That's why you see him batting for the left side. It's Hector Santiago. He did so against C.J. Wilson Friday night. He's hitting 0-49 from the right side of the plate. 2 for 41. Pretty good reason to ditch batting from that side of the plate.
He has real good career numbers against the Angels, though. 345 career hitter against the Angels with 2 home runs.
He's 5 for his last 11 against left-handed pitching.
Same thing with Victorino. He's gotten rid of being a switch hitter, strictly hitting from the right side. Seems like it'd be hard to do, especially when you've been around for a long time.
No doubt.
Especially when it comes to seeing pitches on the inner half of the plate. From a lefty against you, now batting left-hand. You're used to seeing that ball in the outer part of the plate, batting right-handed.
Right. I mean, if you end up just batting from the right side a little bit easier, because kind of that's your strong hand, you're going to see more right-handed pitching. And you're accustomed to it because batting practice pitchers or workouts, everything like that, more times than not are going to be right-handed. It becomes a little bit more difficult when you're a lefty facing a lefty. Just don't see that many pitches. When there's a called strike, 3 got it. Lower part of the strike zone. That's the 4th strikeout for Santiago.
2 looking so far in this game for Hector.
First baseman, number 12, Mike Napoli.
Lower part of the strike zone. No question in the strike zone. Again, Chris had to reach back. It wasn't exactly where Hector was supposed to throw the baseball, but Hudson can clearly see the entire plate with that pitch. Call 3rd strike.
Napoli looks at a strike. Mike hitting 191 with 10 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Did not play Saturday night. Went hitless 0 for 3 with a walk on Friday.
It's good sequence working against Napoli so far. Fastball in, change up away. A lot of times they'll try to go back up and in with a fastball.
And there's a called strike 3. Make that 4 consecutive strikeouts, 5 overall for Hector.
We talk about a great sequence. Even gets that borderline pitch called upstairs. We've seen from Marvin Hudson. He calls a higher strike, and he calls this one a strike on Napoli. Tried to turn in on it. Just off the inside corner, but gets called a strike. 3 consecutive called 3rd strikes for Hector.
Difference maker this year for Santiago, working in to right-handed batters and backing it up, even at times going 3 times back inside.
You have to have a lot of confidence in your delivery to throw that many pitches inside, because it's a dangerous pitch if you miss.
This is a little loop around the shallow left field. That'll fall in for a base hit. A soft knock for Shane Victorino puts a man on with 2 outs. Ryan Hannigan coming up. Hey fans, the Angels host the Twins tomorrow at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a Hawaiian Angels hat courtesy of Chevron Extra Mile while supplies last. Purchase your tickets at the stadium box office or online.
Hawaiian week
begins tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
Can't wait.
Oh, I'm excited.
Hannigan, the catcher, hitting .222 with a home run and 9 runs batted in.
Hector with 3 pickoffs this year. He's allowed 13 stolen bases in 18 attempts.
Victorino with 5 bags. Has not been caught yet as Hannigan takes a strike. So Marvin Hudson wanting to open up that zone a little bit. Hannigan glanced back to him.
Especially upstairs in the strike zone. When you look at Victorino as a pitcher, all you got to do is try to make him stop. He's just trying to get momentum going if he's going to try to steal a base. Doesn't have much of a lead at this point.
No 1. 0-2.
Well, the thing is, because Hector could throw high pitches, especially that high fastball, as a hitter right now, you have to protect for that high strike because it's being called. You can even go up the ladder a little higher if you're Hector to get a swing and miss here.
Way outside with that off-speed pitch. Hannigan, the backup catcher, Blake Swihart, had been on the disabled list. Was activated before the game today. Sandy Leon designated for Simon, the other catcher. I think Leon's going to last too long as far as being unemployed.
No, he's pretty solid behind the plate.
Yeah, he's 26. Hannigan's been around a while. 24-year-old. Originally in the red system. Gets jammed, fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes still. Scoreless here in the second inning. Santiago with 5 strikeouts already. 1 walk. 2 hits allowed, but he's throwing a boatload of pitches. About to throw his 50th for the game already. With 31 pitches in the first. Count. Top of the order, Mookie Betts on deck.
You want Mookie Betts leading off next inning if you're Hector.
This is out toward left. Not very deep. Ibar drifting out. Calling for it. Getting over. We'll head to the bottom of the second. I think Ibar faded thrown. Coming up for the Angels with no score.
Sports update, a rematch, the 2008 World Series, and the Mets need a big start from the Dark Knight tonight.
Bottom of the second. Eric Kaibar to lead things off. It's Rodriguez. Halos had him on the ropes, it seemed anyway. A couple of walks, one out. First and second, Poole set to play, and Albert lined into a double play. Kaibar hitting .282. A couple of home runs, 27 runs batted in. From the right side of the plate this year, .313. 329 on base percentage. Takes upstairs. Santiago certainly settled down as far as command in the second inning. See what happens with Rodriguez here in the second. Good off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Certainly like his mechanics.
Yeah, no question. His changeup solid too, 87 to 89 range.
That is a little looper to left, a leadoff single for Ibar. Second straight inning in which the leadoff man has reached for the Angels. First hit of the game, and will bring up Freeze.
Third baseman, number 6, David Freeze.
The Angels have struggled offensively in the second half so far. All the runs with home runs. A little off-speed pitch upstairs. Just flicked it out over the head of Bogarts in the left center field, but that's when you have to have some type of action plays, and to see if the Angels are able to do that against Rodriguez, who has 1 pickoff this year.
Freeze jumping on that fastball, pops it up. Napoli gets turned around, so it's Pedroia coming over, and he'll make the catch in foul territory for out number 1.
First baseman,
Pedroia is definitely everywhere. Go a long way to track that one down. I think you'll notice with Rodriguez when he's in the stretch position, a lot of movement in his front leg. And you would think, okay, maybe because of that movement it could be called a balk, but when you do that every single time you deliver the baseball from the stretch position, you're not deceiving the base runner. A lot of movement in his front foot before settling in, before he throws in the pitch. He lifts it up. Most times you would call that a balk, but when you do it at the same time, same thing every single time, the umpires will not call that.
C.J. Cron, the batter. First baseman in game 1. Albert the DH.
And you can see right here, now you're looking at home, you see in the front leg. Settles in, lifts it back up again, and then settles in and either delivers the baseball to first or home. But when you do the same thing as 3 touches he does each and every time, the umpire determines it's not deceiving the base runner. That's why it's not a ball.
Go back and look at Matt Shoemaker. Kind of does a similar little motion as he comes set, very slowly, but he repeats it every single time. 2-0 count on Cron. 265 with 5 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Ibar with a good lead over at first. Off the plate. Holding it there for Marvin Hudson. 3-0.
Now, if you're C.J. Cron, you're going to be getting the green light here. Now you look for something on the inner half of the plate. Elevated enough, you could do some damage to it. Otherwise, you lay off that pitch. If it's going to be on the outside corner at the knees, let it go.
Foul the back. High net on deck. There's ball 4. Third walk issued by Rodriguez. So 2 on once again. He's lined to the first with 1 out. Hey, today's USAA honors all of our service members at home and abroad. Chris Iannetta behind the plate in game one. 189 batting average with 5 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Takes a fastball right down the pipe for a strike. Chris caught game one on Friday. 0 for 2 with a walk. A little better month of July. He's at 231 in 8 games. A couple of home runs and 4 runs batted in. Pulls this one toward the hole. That'll sneak through for a base hit. High ball being waved in. No throw from Ramirez, and the Angels have a 1-0 lead.
And Iannetta, 297 career hitter against the Red Sox with 12 RBI. Make that 13 career RBI against the Red Sox for Chris Iannetta. Trying to go inside. This one got out over the plate just enough. Bottom hand came off the bat, but got it through the hole. Tried to keep his hands tucked in towards his body to fight that one off, and got a base hit in the hole between short and third for Chris Iannetta.
Snaps an 0 for 36 for the Angels here at home with men in scoring position. There's Daniel Robertson, left fielder today, hitting 255. Still no extra base hits for the Angels. 3 runs batted in. He drives it out to left. Hanley, a little bit of a late start, reaches up, it's over his head. Cron will come in to score easily. Iannetta right behind him is going to be held at third. It's an RBI double. 2-0 Angels.
Like Ramirez was fooled by the carry of that baseball. In a day, baseball carries much better, Big A, especially a hot, humid day like today. And Robertson picks up his 4th RBI, first extra base hit. Nice job as far as getting his hands also inside the body and driving that over the head of Ramirez in left field.
He saw that first pitch fastball that Iannetta took right down the pipe. He wasn't going to let that one go. Jumped all over it.
And the route itself by Ramirez looked like he was fooled by the carry on that baseball. A quick visit to the youngster, Rodriguez. Certainly like his stuff. He's got a good fastball, but his command early on has not been there for him. And you have to take advantage of that now. The infield going to be brought in for the Red Sox.
Carl Willis, the new pitching coach. A brief mound visit. Giavatello drew a walk in the first. There's runners at second and third with 1 out here in the second. He swings to the first one, loops one out to left center. That'll bring in 1 for sure. Here comes Daniel Robertson, make it 4-0 Halos.
One of those counts where hitters have had success against Rodriguez coming in this game. First pitch of the at-bat, 333, 5 for 15. We've seen that in back-to-back swings, or 3 swings in a row here now. Especially with the infield in, you're trying to get something elevated enough where you can get it in the air, and Giavatello did so. Driving in 2 more, giving him 35 RBI on the season.
Still 1 out, 1 on now. Calhoun at the plate. 0 for 1. He drives one out to right center. No doubter. Get up and get out of here. Gone. 6-0 Halos.
Well, like we said, what Cole has done in the last 16 games with 6 home runs, make that now 7. Now 19 RBI for Cole Calhoun. Now 13 home runs on the season. Now his 3rd career home run against the Red Sox. All 3 coming here at the Big A. Very similar pitch again. And that great bat flip. Almost landed the exact same place.
3 straight hits on the very first pitch from Rodriguez. This one misses down and in for ball 1. Robertson, Giavotella, and Calhoun. 6-0 Halos here in the second. Trout pulls one right to Sandoval. Squared up, but it's out number 2.
There's so much information for hitters out there. When you look at certain accounts where pitchers, for whatever reason, have had a tough time. Talked about 2-1 counts for Rodriguez. 0-0 counts, hitters have had success. Because what that tells you, it's either he's going to throw his get-over break ball or it's going to be a fastball, and the majority of them being fastballs.
Second most runs that the youngster's allowed in his brief big league career. The second time he's given up 6 or more. Pardon me, third time. Gave up 9 to Toronto back on June 14th. Gave up 6 to the Orioles. June 25th. Albert skies one out to deep left field. Hanley will watch this one fly. Going a big fly for Albert Pujols. 7-0 Halos. That's Albert's 27th.
Boy, that's 2 really good swings for Albert in this game. Talking about he struggled a little bit here in the month of July. A line drive out his first at bat, and that line drive home run over the 390 sign was crushed. 27th time Mike Trout for the lead in the American League.
547th of his career, now 1 shy. Tied Michael Jack Schmidt for 15th all-time. Eduardo Rodriguez is done after a very short outing. An inning and 2/3. The Halos have batted around here the second. A pitching change with the Angels up 7-0.
Boy, another fastball was supposed to be in or half and up, but it was down, and boy, did he crush that one. Even might have been a changeup.
Is the starter. A 7-0 Angels lead. So in and out, who's in, who is out. Rodriguez is out, and Noe Ramirez comes into the ballgame. Product of Alhambra High School and Cal State Fullerton, 4th round pick in 2011. So he's got 1 inning with 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. The loss against the Astros.
Fastball is around 88 to 93 range. Slider, changeup. Pretty good slider. There's a lot of sliders.
Second major league appearance for him. There's a AAA 4-0 record. 2.15 ERA. 18 games, 1 start. So used as a reliever. He'll soak up some innings here for John Farrell. Ibar started off the second inning with a base hit out to left field. Spins around to hit from the left side. line, cut on and miss. It's 1-2.
When you look at what Rodriguez has done this year on the road, he was 3-0 with an ERA 0.69 before this start today here at the Big A.
Just his 10th major league start, and it's his shortest of his brief big league career, inning in 2/3. Ibar pops it up to shallow right. Victorino comes racing in. He's underneath it. That sunshine puts it away, and that's the third out of the inning. But boy, the Angels got their hitting shoes on here in the second inning with 7 total runs.
Yeah, some great swings, some aggressive first pitch swing, and Cole Calhoun with another home run. 3rd in 2 games. And then Albert Pujols, his 27th home run of the season.
Calhoun with a home run, a 2-run shot. Albert Pujols with a solo shot, his 27th. Baseball is falling onto the warning track at right center, so John's got to go get it. 547 career home runs. Schmidt up next. Betts looks at a strike. Also the first home run for Albert since the one he hit in Colorado on July the 7th. Got so used to the way he was swinging the bat in the month of June. 13 home runs that month. 2 or 3 games without a home run. It's like, what's wrong with him?
But still, you just like those couple swings that Albert has had in this game already so far. A line out and then that home run.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. And the last thing you want is Hector to kind of start giving up some base runners here.
Just keep that same focus you had. Have that mindset at 0-0.
And Bats gets into one at deep left field. Robertson racing back. And onto the track he goes, but he'll make the catch in front of the wall for the first down. Some sound to it, but it's an out.
That's why you have a fielder.
Oh, is that why? Hey, Saturday, it's an MLB doubleheader starting with the Athletics taking on the Giants. Then at 4 p.m. Pacific, the Braves take on the National League Central leading Cardinals in a game you can only see on Fox Sports 1. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
Many times walk back into the dugout, you have to give it a couple line drives, and people go, wow, they crush it. And one of our coaches, of course, say, well, that's why they have a fielder out there. Can't defend it if you walk somebody.
Right. You're right. Perfectly placed. Betts has hit a couple of balls in this series.
Yes.
He's squared up, just got underneath.
He's a special player.
1 ball, 1 strike up to Pedroia, who walked the first. One and two. Santiago, 5 strikeouts so far as that one misses up high. 2 hits and 1 walk. Swing and a miss. Down goes Pedroia. Make that 6 strikeouts. Second out here to third.
That's a perfect fastball from Hector. Location, great. Velocity, solid. And Pedroia is a good high fastball hitter. This is a perfect low fastball from Hector. Great location. Chris Iannetta doesn't have to move the target.
Allen caught the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Bogarts ripped a single to center in the first. 1 for 1. Ground ball to short. Talk about a 1-2-3 shut-down inning as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Angels leading at 7-0.
Rewind what the pitching has done in his first 2 games of the series against the Red Sox. C.J. Wilson had it all work. Good breaking ball, fastball command, changeup, solid 8 shutout innings. And then Garrett Richards followed it up with an even better effort. Nasty slider, fastball to finish off the game against Bogarts. That 95-mile-an-hour fastball, complete game, 2-hit shutout for Garrett Richards. Hector dealing today too. A lot of pitches thrown, but 6 punch-outs in 3 innings pitched for Hector. Settled down a great 1-2-3 inning after the offense provided him with 7 runs in the bottom of the 2nd.
David Freese leading things off. Followed by C.J. Cron and Chris Iannetta. David 0 for 1. He popped down on the first pitch he saw in the 2nd. Breaking ball lifted down the right field line. Victorino is playing shallow. That's an interesting route to that baseball, but he corrals it. It's the first down here in the year.
He's looking up at the sun, Victorino. That's a difficult play. It's twice now in this game. He's had a tough time seeing that baseball into his glove. He got to the area, and catching that was a little more difficult than he anticipated.
Anytime we see a day game here, everyone seems to have trouble with that sunshine. Crone looks at the strike. He drew a walk in the 2nd. Scored one of the 7 runs. 0-2. There's last year. Portland had 18 saves, 42 games, 2.14 ERA. Double-A. Breaking ball, popped him up. CJ reaching for that one. Pablo Sandoval making the catch, 2 down. Fans, the Angels host the Twins Wednesday at 7:05. The fans in attendance will receive a Hawaiian Rally Monkey, courtesy of Sungevity, while supplies last. Purchase your tickets here at the stadium box office. Or you can do so by logging on.
Loving those shades. That's a great look. You got a great view.
I believe our definition of great may differ.
Well, they have a view. The straight on look from center. There they are.
Yeah.
Now, that is a fantastic view. No?
I guess. It'd be great if they moved around throughout the day.
We do have a second game.
Yeah. Upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Neto with an RBI single in the second. I see a ladder out there, so it's possible that they.
Yes.
Somebody could move it. And a 4-pitch walk at the first 2 batters. Puts a man on here. If he had a free pass, he will bring up Robertson.
Number 44, Daniel Robertson.
Robinson with an RBI double. First pitch he saw in the second. Rodriguez won an inning and 2/3, giving up 7 runs all earned. 6 hits, including 2 home runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts. Breaking ball caught the upper part of the strike zone.
Boy, 5 times in the last 12 games for the Angels, they batted around in the game. And that great stretch on the road. His first game of this day-night doubleheader, batted around in the second.
Check swing foul. Another check swing foul. This one into the Red Sox dugout. Short lead, Bryant ended first. Breaking balls popped up. Napoli, you know that sunshine once again, will make the catch. The 3 fly ball outs. There's a walk. Sandwich in there. 3 complete here at the Big A. It's a 7-0 Angels lead. West Data Strong fan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming Angels broadcast, and it's brought to you by T-Mobile. Here in the fourth inning, Ortiz, Ramirez, and Sandoval. Two up against Hector Santiago. They tied the side in order in the third for the first time in the ballgame.
Boy, does Hector get ready quickly. The outfielders, Trout and Calhoun and Robertson, is barely getting out to their position, and Hector's ready to throw the baseball.
There's a check swing out to center field. That's a leadoff single. Excuse me, base hit for David Ortiz. 1 for 2, puts the leadoff man on board, and Hanley coming to the plate. Six strikeouts for Santiago, 1 walk, and now 3 hits allowed, all 3 singles. Third hit of the series for Ortiz. Cron plays in front of him at first base. On the corner. Hanley doesn't like that call.
I got a lot of strikes on a great spot.
Ramirez went down looking to end the first inning on a fastball well located on the inside part of the plate. Makes it a little bit more difficult for hitters to kind of sit in one zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hector's really mixing that cut fastball too during his very good run this season. You know, he was able to throw that 4-seam fastball inside, sink the 2-seam away, but that cut fastball has been very effective for him too.
Barking back and
That's another strike there. Well, now when you're on the mound, when you see a hitter frustrated with a strike zone being called against him, you're just going to try to paint something on a corner, maybe even a little bit off the corner, so you can get this at bat finished off.
2-2. Ball strike 3. Knew anything close, he's going to walk out. 1 down. Gives him a piece of his mind.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have a batter not happy with the strike zone and you're going to try to paint. It's a little bit off the corner, but it's called a strike. Those first 2 that were called strikes against Ramirez were in the strike zone.
Hector slipping upon delivery of that last pitch. We've seen the ground crew earlier in this game come back out after the first into that landing area. Pablo pulls one into right field. It's a base hit. They've got a slow breaking ball that hung up. So first and second with 1 out, and Mike Napoli coming up.
First baseman, number 12, Mike Napoli.
You know, Sandoval's always hacking early in the count. Kind of try to use that against him when you're on the mound.
Napoli 0 for 1 with a punch out.
Butterfield pretty far away from that coach's box at third. He's almost in the Angels dugout.
We're assuming that the coach's box is just a mere suggestion. Kind of like a stop sign is on occasion.
The old California stop.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. And to be truthful, there is really no reason to be down that far.
No.
Especially with a guy like David Ortiz running at second base.
He's one step or so from being on the warning track and by the on-deck circle.
Ortiz at second, Sandoval at first. 7-0 Angels here in the fourth inning with one out. Count even up at 1-1. Napoli hits one back up the middle. It's a base hit. Ortiz is going to be waved in. Trout comes up firing. The throw is up the line, and David scores. And it's 7-1. Napoli with an RBI single.
There's another pitch upstairs, an all-speed pitch upstairs. Back up the middle. And this throw just up the third baseline. If that's at home plate, you got a real good shot at getting Ortiz at the plate.
So 3 singles allowed by Santiago. Napoli picks up his 31st RBI. First and second still with one out.
His 37th career RBI against the Angels, his former team.
Victorino with a base at the left, and the second is 1 for 1. Five hits for Boston now. Guy back. Flying Hawaiian has had a very nice career. 4-time Gold Glove Award winner. Injuries have taken a toll on him the last couple of years. This one out to shallow right field. Long run for Cole Calhoun, and he's not going to get there. It goes off the tip of the glove. Everybody is safe, and so the bases are loaded. That ball was closer to the infield than it was out to Cole Calhoun.
Yeah, Cole had to go a long, long way. And if we're able to get this baseball quickly, there's going to be a play at second base. Because if you're Napa, you have to wait. See if that ball is going to land in the grass.
Mike Butcher out to pay a visit. There's been nothing really squared up in this inning, but you know what? Doesn't matter if it falls in for a single. You get a little rally going. 1 run already in. And the base is loaded for Ryan Hannigan, the catcher. Both teams now with 6 hits. Hannigan popped out to Ibar to shallow left in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1.
And Hector's only got 1 ground ball out so far in this game, but he would love one right now. Get one to an infielder. Maybe turn 2.
First one in there for a strike. Good on speed pitch. Off the plate.
In the majority of these hits, even though not squared up, and been elevated pitches. The rule of thumb is anything flared in the outfield is going to be something upstairs.
Next pitch will be the 80th throw by Santiago. Still in the 4th inning. 31 pitches in the first. 1-1. It's fouled off into the seats. Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. The Angels with 7 runs in the second, chasing starter Eduardo Rodriguez. Boston getting their first run here in the 4th, looking for more. One, two, foul back to the right.
He's on that pitch. A little backdoor cutter. Pretty good numbers with the bases loaded for Hannigan. But certainly a guy, if you get a ground ball and an infielder, you can get 2.
Outfield playing shallow. Sandoval standing at third base. Napoli at second. Victorino at first. Last 2 pitches have been up in the zone.
I think he tried to guide that breaking ball. Already thrown 82 pitches in this game so far for Hector. 31 in the first inning alone. 18 in this inning with just 1 out so far.
Wants to go through the signs once again. Another 1-2 off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, and Mookie Betts on deck. Two. Called strike 3, got it. 2 down. Strikeout number 8 for Hector.
Well, John Farrell didn't like that call. His fastball at 92, just a little bit off the inside corner, going our Fox tracks. And Hector got the call. That's his 5th strikeout that has been called today of his 8. 3 swinging, 5 looking.
Still work to be done here with Betts at the plate. 0 for 2 with a strike on the fly ball to deep left. Break the ball for a strike. Off the plate. A lot of times we've seen Hector, especially with 2 outs, go to the full windup. Just a more comfortable form, but he's sticking to the stretch here.
Always believe you should do that, especially with the bases loaded. The runners, especially at first base, doesn't get an even bigger lead against you. Second and third, you can probably just go through with the full windup, but not with the bases loaded.
And some little time issues here between Santiago and Iannetta the last couple of batters. They're really slowing things down here. 1-1 to Betts. 2 balls, 1 strike. 7-1 here in the fourth. T's led off this fourth inning with a single. Napoli brought him home with a base hit to center. 2-1, foul tip into the middle. That's helping Hector out there, expanding his zone.
They chase that fastball just off the outside corner. So I always believe that, especially that pitch before, it was a changeup from Hector. When you go through a series of signs, you go through that long, you always think in terms the pitcher's going to throw something off speed, and that's why he took that pitch off the outside corner. That time he got the sign quickly. Fastball, looking for fastball, and expanded his zone.
2-2 on the way. Foul back. Good rip, too. Another 2-2. Betts swing and a miss. Down he goes. And Hector works out of a bases-loaded jam. Only gives up a run.
What a great piece of pitching there for Hector. Threw him a changeup to get a swing and miss. Perfect location. The sink and the swing and miss from Hector. Marco, what a pitch from Hector Santiago to finish off that bases loaded threat. A perfect 84-mile-an-hour changeup against Betts. Looking fastball. He was on the fastball the pitch before, but a perfect changeup. A swing and miss for Hector. His ninth, by the way.
Yeah,
career high is 10.
Matches a season high for him. First was down low. That 10 strikeouts he set his career high with against the Cleveland Indians as a member of the White Sox on October the 1st, 2012. Giavotella, Calhoun, and Trout here in the fourth. Fastball up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Johnny 1 for 1 with a walk, 2 RBI single.
Think about Hector. He is always talking in that dugout when he's pitching. A lot of pitchers is kind of in their own little zone at that point. Not Hector. Not before the game or during the game.
Thing of it is, though, he's only gone 4. Pitch count up there. Got to go 5 in order to make yourself eligible for a victory. A lot of pitches in the first and fourth innings. Pop up right side. Ramirez, the pitcher calls for it, makes the catch. Napoli had to bail out of there with that sub. One down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by Authority of Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Here's Cole. 1 for 2. Fly ball to left in the first. A 2-run blast in the second. 13th home run of the year. Now with 51 runs batted in. Noe Ramirez came on with 2 outs in the second.
Back to my Hyundai key for this game to be successful. About watch me against Rodriguez. See some pitches early on and then become aggressive. Extremely aggressive, swinging first pitch. In that second inning, scoring 7 runs.
Three balls and a strike. Trout on deck. There's a walk. Second one issued by Ramirez. It'll put a man on for Trout. Fifth walk by Red Sox pitching today. Ramirez, by the way, a reliever at minor league level. He's gone multiple innings several times. Most this year was 3 2/3. It was earlier this year, back in April. Worked an inning and 2/3 so far as the slider's in there for a strike.
Well, if he throws another one of those sliders in that zone against Trout, he's going to track that, hit that ball well. It comes right into his swing, especially when it's down in the strike zone.
Big gap out in left center field. Betts shading Trout toward right center. Fastball missing in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trout 0 for 1. He walked in the first, lined out to Sandoval in the second.
Usually he'll throw that fastball in. This is set up the slider away. See if he'll get a slider here for Trout.
Fastball inside.
Trout was looking at over the plate. That's some serious movement. Dropped his elbow to create that lateral movement.
Cole off to a pretty good lead over at first base with 1 out. 2-1. That's a foul behind Gary DiSarcina. 2-2 now. Albert on deck. 2-2 now. That is a called strike 3. Got him looking on the outside corner. 2 down. First strikeout of the game for Boston.
Fastball almost looked like Trout was looking off speed the entire way back. And fastball catching the outside corner at 90. Pretty good sequence by Ramirez against Trout.
So 2 outs now. Cole remains at first, and here's Albert, 1 for 2. Lined into a double play in the first inning, homered in the second. The last batter that Rodriguez faced. Takes a strike. 27th home run of the year for Albert, 547th of his career. Pulled toward third and under the glove of Sandoval. Trickles up the line. Cole keeps on racing to third. And everyone is safe. Albert gets back to first base.
That's 3 baseballs he's hit extremely hard today. Sandoval will pick up his 12th error of the year. He's hit hard, but between the legs. Sandoval off the glove.
So first and third, 2 outs at Ibar. There's an error on Sandoval. Eric, a 1 for 2 game. Boston with a run on 6 hits. They've committed 1 error and they've stranded 6. The Angels with 7 runs. 6 hits, 2 of which have been home runs. They've left 2 on base. Just at the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls, no strikes. .35 pitches thrown by Ramirez. 2 full innings of work now. There's a strike.
Ramirez playing really deep in left field against Eric Ibar. Flair went out there to left field for a base hit. Have fooled on that one shot by Daniel Robertson and got over his head. Now playing a little bit deeper now.
That is pulled away to base hit. Calhoun will score. Pujols stops at second. And the Angels get that run back. It's 8-1 Halos.
Well, you love to see that. The offense respond right back. This when Boston really a swing away from being right back in the game with the bases loaded against Hector. He got through the inning. Come right back, get that run back. Got that pitch down, fastball down, and inner part of the plate. This piece of hitting by Eric Ibar dropping the head of the bat, driving in. Cole Calhoun.
Carl Willis making the walkout. Boston will start to get some action going in the bullpen. Since mentioning the 0 for 36 after that first inning. And Albert lined in the double play. 0 for 36 at home for the Angels with men in scoring position. From that point forward, they've gone 4 for 4 now. That's kind of what happened on that, or in that series against the Texas Rangers when they were struggling at home in those situations, even though they had a successful homestand. They got it going big time that weekend series, that July 4th weekend in Texas.
And they used the entire field. That was the important thing.
David Freese 0 for 2 with a pop up to second and a fly ball to shallow right. Robbie Ross getting ready, the left-hander, formerly of the Rangers. Pujols at second base and Ibar standing at first. Eric with his 28th RBI. Two balls, no strikes. 2-2 strike with David looking. They had a pitch and drive there.
Frustration as he steps out of the batter's box.
I imagine Ramirez going much longer. It's the most pitches he's thrown. So it's an April 25th game at AAA. 51 in that one. About to throw his 41st here today.
He's done a solid job. That would be an unearned run he's allowed.
Yeah. He calmed things down, that's for sure. 2-1. Freeze drives one out towards center field. That ball scalded. Bats his back toward the wall. Gone! Big fly for David Freeze. A 3-run blast, making 11-1 Angels.
Home run number 11 for David Freeze. 42 RBI, a 3-run bomb to dead center field. That had some serious carry. The Hawaiian Rally Monkey got a good view of that home run right over their heads.
Just watch it sail.
Oh, yes. And this backed up right over the middle of the plate. See the frustration early in that at-bat where he missed the pitch. Well, he didn't miss this one. That's a dead center field. Some trickle all the way up there in the batter's eye.
There's C.J. Cron. He yanks one foul. All of these runs unearned. That's that error by Sandoval.
Third home run of the game for the Angels in this ball game against the Red Sox pitching.
No balls, 2 strikes. Cron, a walk and a pop-up.
Freeze with his 11th home run. Last year had 10. Already surpassed that.
Last time the Angels had 3 or more home runs. It was on July 10th at Seattle. They had 4. They had 2 games on that road trip in which they held it 4 times. The 0-2. There's a looper out to shallow left center field. Hanley is there. Makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But the Angels not only get that run back that Boston put on the board, they tacked on 3 more after that.
What a great swing by David Freeze. Has to feel good. 11th home run of the season for David Freeze.
An EPA estimated 31 highway miles per gallon. This car was made for driving in California. Visit Dodge.com. By AT&T Uverse. More live channels on the go than cable.
And by Subaru. Test drive the all-new 2015 Subaru Forester or go to Subaru.com to learn more.
Hector Santiago not wasting any time as Pedroia is in the hole at 0-2. 11-1 Angels, top of the 5th inning. Santiago at 92 pitches, 62 have been strikes. That's 9 punch outs, 1 walk, 6 hits allowed. One and two.
It's a good miss, though. Just off the outside corner with a fastball. Set up a potentially pitch inside or something off speed down and away. Look at the outs recorded in this game by Hector. 9 punch outs, just 1 ground ball out, 2 fly ball outs.
And Pedroia lifts one high and deep to left. Robertson moving back and will stay in the ballpark, and on the track he'll make the catch for out number 1.
He's got a couple fly balls right to that 390 sign in left center field. They've been tracked down by Robertson. Pretty good chance that's a home run at Fenway.
No doubt. Mookie Betts has hit a couple that I think would have been home runs at Fenway, or very close to it. Mentioned the start of the game, mentioned at the start of the series, the disparity between home and road splits for these Red Sox. 273 at Fenway, 234 on the road, although they have 6 hits tonight. Total of 7 hits in the first 2 games of the series combined. Bogart's 1 for 2. Ripped a single in the first, grounded out in the third.
Hector back now with that good rhythm he had throughout the first half. Not wasting any time.
Robbie Ross continues to loosen the Red Sox bench, so he'll be coming on to get 5th inning. This one sliced down the line and foul.
Next pitch will be pitch number 100 for Hector. Trying to get a couple quick outs, and Mike Scioscia may send him back out there for the 6th, especially with the doubleheader today.
Boy, jammed him, and that's beyond the reach of Giavotella. Good piece of hitting by Bogarts. On a 1-2 count, he picks up his 2nd hit of the game. Hey, fans, on Friday, make your plans to visit the Gate 1 Music Garden for a pregame luau featuring live Hawaiian music, dancing, and food. Purchase your tickets at the stadium box office or online. Hawaiian Week. Awesome.
That sounds like a potential opening for us.
Mahalo.
Yes.
Ortiz skies one. It's playable out to shallow right. Long run for Cole Calhoun. And he gets there and makes the catch.
Eric Ibar was over there. Everyone's loose now. Not too often you see your right fielder and your shortstop saying hi on a pop-up. Look how far Eric Ibar's going. As Cole's able to run that one down.
If Cole's not there, I think Ibar is calling off Giavotella.
There's no question.
Two outs and a man at first for Hanley Ramirez. And he fouls this one back. Oh, 1 count. 1-1. Two balls, one strike, and 104 pitches for Hector Santiago. We'll get through this fifth inning. 2-1. Bat goes flying.
That's a tremendous bat.
There's no doubt about it. That is Olympic distance right there.
Wow, that went a long way.
Yeah. You know, they're just about making everything an Olympic sport now.
There's no doubt. Bat Boy's going to have to take a breather after bringing that bat back. Going to go a long way.
A great trajectory, too. Get a StatCast number on that? 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We should.
Hanley foul tips that one. That's the 3rd time that he has struck out against Hector Santiago. Just matched a career high in punch-outs with 10. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with the Angels on top. Day-night doubleheader. Make up for last night's rainout. First in over 20 years. Swung to bat as well. That's Devin Marrero taking over at second base for Dustin Pedroia here in the 5th inning. So Pedroia done. We'll get some rest before game 2 starts at 7:05 tonight. Robbie Ross Jr. comes into the ballgame to face 8-9-1. Ionetta Robertson and Gia Vitello. Robbie was in his 24th game, no record, and a 3.66 earned run average in 32 innings pitched to his belt.
Ross Jr. fastball, 90-95, slider, curveball, occasional changeup.
Noe Ramirez went 2 1/3, gave up 4 runs, all unearned. 2 hits, including the home run to Freeze, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Big arrow like Pablo Sandoval on the ball that Pujols hit to him. Opened the door. Those 4 runs come across the 4th. Ionetta looks at a strike. Chris, an RBI single with a run scored in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd. He's 1 for 1. No balls, 2 strikes. Ross has been up and down this year between Triple A Pawtucket, the Red Sox. 5th stint with Boston this year. Called back up on June 15th. Chris fouls one off. It's 1-2 still. Done a nice job since being recalled the last time. Just a ERA under 2. 1.80.
When we look back at that big second inning, which the Angels scored 7, is a good at bat by Chris Iannetta. Ground ball through the whole, RBI single between short and third.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Pretty close.
He was just getting that upper part of the strike zone at 93.
Chris goes down swinging for the first down. There's the Honda coming schedule, and we've got one more today. 7:05. Andrew Heaney on the mound for the Angels, facing knuckleballer Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright threw the ball well against the Angels on May 23rd, but Andrew Heaney has thrown the ball exceptionally well this season. ERA 1.32 for Heaney this year, wearing that Angel uniform.
Robertson doubled home run in the second inning, popped down in the third. This is a ground ball to second. Barrero has it. 2 down. Spins the lineup back to the top. Johnny Giavitelli coming up. One for 2 game for Giavitelli. Single with a walk, 2 runs batted in. Ross delivering a strike. Angels shutting out the Red Sox the first 2 games of the series. The Twins in town for 3 beginning tomorrow night. The Rangers over the weekend. Johnny fouls this one off 0-2. 2 night games against the Twins tomorrow and Wednesday night, and a 12:35 start getaway day on Thursday. Jack swing. They wanted appeal, did not go. 1-2. Angels will then go out on the road trip for 6 against Houston.
3, somewhat of a homestand.
Yeah. 3 against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. 1-2 pitch. That is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Astros are off today. Was able to make up some ground here. Add some distance, I should say, between the second place team in the West. Ground ball to short. Ross with a 1-2-3 5th. We'll head to the 6th inning. Looks like Hector's coming back after the 6th with an 11-1 lead.
Summer. Cole Calhoun, another home run today. 2 on Saturday, home run today. Albert Pujols, a home run also in the second inning as part of a 7-run second inning for the Halos. And Hector Santiago been digging in today. Good fastball, good breakable changeup. Has tied a career high in strikeouts through 5 innings. He's back out for the 6th inning. David Freese also mixing in a 3-run home run. 3 home runs on the day for the Halos. Freese, Calhoun, and Pujols.
Pablo Sandoval leading things off here. He will take ball 1. By the way, it looked like StatCast had David Freese's home run 451 feet. Wow. One of the batters on center field. 2 balls, no strikes on Pablo. Will be followed by Mike Napoli and Shane Victorino. Two of 1. Sandoval 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit. Years of action in their bullpen. Mike Moore getting ready now. 10 pitches now for Hector upstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. What? Foul back. The bat goes flying. Fifth full count for Santiago today. 31 pitches in the first inning, 26 in the fourth. Jumped up that pitch count very quickly.
He had 3 of them full counts in the first inning.
3-2 fouled off. Hector's matched a career high with 10 strikeouts today.
So you think he's looking for that career high right here?
Absolutely. Center, a base hit. So Sandoval picks up his 2nd hit of the ball game. And looks like here comes Mike Scioscia. Hector's going to be or have to be content with matching his career high in strikeouts with 10. Command was an issue today, but he will depart here to a nice round of applause. And also with an 11-1 lead.
Great job by Hector again. It's been 10 days since his last start. A little bit amped up. Overthrew some pitches early on, but certainly solid.
Pitch and change. Angels up 11-1. This car was made for driving in California. Visit Dodge.com. By AT&T Uverse. More live channels on the go than cable.
And by Subaru. Test drive the all-new 2015 Subaru Forester or go to Subaru.com to learn more.
Game 1 of the day-night doubleheader against the Boston Red Sox. Hector Santiago departs after giving up the single to start the 6th inning. 114 pitches thrown by Hector, 10 strikeouts, matching their career high that he set 2012 as a member of the White Sox. 1 walk, 1 run. He's responsible for Sandoval standing at first base as Mike Morin is summoned from the Angels' pen to face Mike Napoli. It's been a rough go for Morin, not only numbers-wise, but also a stint on the disabled list with an oblique strain. First one was ripped foul.
That's been really the issue, that fastball command. A lot of fastballs upstairs for Mike Morin. He's downstairs with his fastball. It really sets up his very, very good changeup he has.
1-1 record, 7.79 ERA. His 25th game this year. 17 in the 3rd innings, 19 hits, 15 strikeouts, 7 walks. One ball, 1 strike. Napoli, 1 for 2. He had an RBI single in the 4th. Picked up his 31st run batted in. It was the big inning for Boston, which they got on the board, but also had the bases loaded. With 1 out, Hannigan struck out, as did Betts to finish off the inning. Good change up there. Now it's cued foul. 1-2. Last outing for Mike on July the 11th at Seattle. Gave him 2 runs on 2 hits. Did not retire a batter. Flare down the right field line. Ball's not going to get there, but it goes foul anyway. It's a 1-2.
Still a good location, that fastball. Now you have Napoli set up for your changeup.
But down the zone.
Exactly. Started at the knees and have it almost hit the dirt. You're all right with that, especially because you've established the fastball downstairs. That's so important for Mike. Fastballs in and out, but downstairs, then use your changeup for that swing and miss. He's trying to guide that changeup again. Just trust your grip.
Shane Victorino on deck. It's Pablo Sandoval over at first base. Cron playing in front of him. Again, just can't get that changeup over.
Yeah, from our angle right here, it looks like he's slowing up his arm. Instead of when we've seen him with his good changeup, his very good changeup, it's the same arm speed and angle as his fastball. He's really slowing down his delivery, which tips off the hitter that something different's coming.
There's a great one right there. Down goes Napoli, 1 out.
Now that was perfect. He stayed back well on that. Napoli's stinking fastball. That changeup came in at 70 miles an hour. Perfect delivery. You see how his arm was much better, fluid, just like his fastball. And then the grip. And Napoli's thinking fastball, and look how far out in front he was.
Yep. And why wouldn't a hitter be thinking fastball after you saw a guy that can't throw the changeup for a strike on consecutive pitches? You're sitting dead red. Then you throw a perfect changeup. Here's Victorino. He swings the first one and fouls it off.
That was almost one of those Bugs Bunny pitches where you see the hitter, the baseball just like stops at home plate. And you get a swing and miss. You can almost take 3 swings at it.
Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, 1 out. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Great Bugs Bunny.
Oh, no doubt.
0-2. Victorino 2 for 2 today. A couple of singles. Top of the 6th inning. Both starters had some issues early on as far as command. Hector settled down until the 4th hiccup, and then a nice 5th inning. Popped up shallow left. Ibar drifting out. 2 down.
A much better changeup the last few for Mike Morin. He gets a pop up to Eric Ibar.
But that's his bread and butter, too.
Yeah.
That's what you want to be delivering if you're Mike Moore.
Exactly. Here's the changeup. See how far out in front. That's unbelievable from that angle. And again, when Napoli's looking fastball. And that was the exact arm angle and arm speed you wanted earlier in that sequence against Napoli, but finally kept the arm back. And how far out. He was follow through on a swing before the baseball got to home plate.
Fastball fouled off. And see, you'll get swings like that there when you get hitters thinking about that changeup. We've seen two guys in Napoli and Victorino fooled on the off-speed pitch, and all of a sudden you're late on a fastball.
Yeah, because that conversation in a dugout or in the on-deck circle, you could see the changeup. And then you're looking for it, and then he still has good enough zip on his fastball at 91, 92. You're going to get late swings. Again, he's looking change up there also. It didn't miss by a lot. That went at 93. And it's so important for Moore to get back to that confidence in his changeup, but it's all set up by his command of his fastball.
1-2. The success that Mike had when he got to the big leagues last year was really the fastball with that terrific changeup. And that's what he lived with. He started to develop that little slider. The slider became a good one. He started to mix it in, but I think almost fell in love with the slider too much.
Yeah, I mean, he liked to throw the slider first pitch to right-handed batters, but then he tried to use that as an out pitch. That's more of a setup pitch for his changeup.
Climb the ladder there.
See, when his fastball's upstairs, it's fairly straight. Even though it's 93, it's pretty firm. His fastball's much better when it's downstairs because then it sets up his changeup. You would think here's a perfect opportunity after back-to-back 93-mile-an-hour fastballs, he'll throw his changeup.
Leadoff single for Pablo Sandoval, still in first base. Halos in the bottom of the sixth inning of Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up. Robbie Ross Jr. with a 1-2-3-5 in his first inning of relief. There's the changeup, and it's grounded to short. High ball. We go the short way. They force out Sandoval. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning with the top of the order coming up.
An 2008 World Series rematch. The Rays in Philadelphia at 0-0 through 1. And the Dark Knight needs to go deep in the game for the Mets. So far, that's tied at 0 in the first inning. The Mets went 18 innings to finally win that game against St. Louis. So need some length from the Dark Knight. Matt Harvey looking to get back on track himself. He's got dominant stuff. need him to go deep in that game.
Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up for the Angels here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Alejandro De Aza takes over for Hanley Ramirez in left. No other changes that we can tell as of right now. Taylor Featherston's going to come up and pinch hit for Cole Calhoun. Cole's afternoon, game 1 comes to an end, going 1 for 2. The 2-run home run is 13th of the year. Swings and lines one out to right. First pitch swinging. It's a leadoff single.
Well, as a rule of thumb, when you come off that bench, look for a first pitch fastball and let it go, and Featherston did. It's a base hit.
Might be Trout's last plate appearance, I would imagine. Get him off his feet, perhaps. Game 2 at 7:05.
I think so. You could put Robertson out in center field.
Mike 0 for 2 with a walk, a line out, and a strikeout looking. So the strike.
You put Matt Joyce in right, and you got Grant Green that could play in left field.
Grant called up before Saturday's game. Vinny Pastano will be an option down. Flare foul. 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get him to chase that high fastball.
I've seen pitchers trying to do that more again. Trout did a great job in the first half of laying off that high fastball. Now they're trying to go back upstairs again against him.
Full count. Pujols the DH on deck. 7 runs in the 2nd inning, 4 unearned runs in the 4th for the Angels. Featherston will lead off single to start the 6th. 3-2 now. That is pulled to 3rd. Sandoval has it. He's Marrero for 1. The relay back, double play. 2 down. Albert will come to the plate with nobody on 2 outs.
Well, you mentioned that David Freese home run, 451-foot shot. Bo Jackson in the All-Star game, his home run was 450 feet away. But David Freese went to that Bo Jackson territory in center field here at the Big A.
Albert a 1 for 3 game.
That 89 All-Star game for Bo Jackson, dead center field. 450-foot shot. David Freese crushed one out there today.
Albert breaks his bat, shoots one down the line. It's a single. 2nd hit of the game. Puts a man on for Eric Ibar.
It's good to see Albert. That's 4 pretty good at-bats in this game.
Grant Green coming on a pinch run for Albert. By the way, that Bo Jackson home run, what shadows? Against Rick Russell. And in the 4th inning, this is what Freese did.
See, pitch, similar pitch, down out over the plate. 451 for Mr. Freese.
Matt Joyce is going to pinch hit here for Eric Ibar. Ibar finishes the game going 2 for 3.
Well, no, in fact, Wade Boggs followed up with a home run in that game, too. I mean, BOS was crushed, but Wade Boggs hit a home run that inning, too, that was crushed.
Joyce, a 189 hitter through 79 games. He's 1 for 6 as a pinch hitter this year. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. One and two. Mike Morin will be coming out for his second inning of relief. No action in the Angels' pen. Joyce went around. That'll do it for the Halos here in the 6th. We will head to the 7th at the Big A with the Angels leading 11-1. Angels baseball is brought to you by USAA, proudly serving the needs of the military community for over 90 years. By Mercury Insurance, on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you could save. And by Hyundai, great deals on amazing cars are going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. Top of the 7th here at Angel Stadium, 11-1. Angels lead it. A couple of changes for the Angels. Taylor Featherston stays at shortstop. Matt Joyce in left field. Daniel Robertson moves from left out to right. Ricky Betts swinging first pitch. Cues one foul. It's an 0-1 count to the leadoff man. Red Sox center fielders 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts and a fly ball to left. No balls, 2 strikes. Morin at a 1-2-3-6. Relief of Hector in the 6th inning. Has a called strike 3. Down goes Betts. 3rd strikeout of the game for the Red Sox center fielder. 1 out.
Well, painted that fastball right on the outside corner.
Second baseman, number
93-mile-an-hour fastball. Some tailing back action to catch the outside corner in our Fox tracks.
Devin Marrero looks at a strike. Took over at second base in the 5th inning for Pedroia.
It's a little tight slider. from Mike Morin.
That's a liner off the glove of Crone, and it trickles into the outfield. Instead of being out number 2, it'll go as a hit.
Shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
At least I'm imagining that'll go as a hit. If it is, that's his first major league hit.
And they threw that baseball in the dugout.
Brock Holt's going to pinch in here. Xander Bogaerts.
Number 26, Brock Holt.
Holt fouls off the first pitch. The lone all-star representative for Boston. 289, 15 doubles, 4 triples, couple of home runs, 22 runs batted in.
Congratulations to Morera for his first major league hit.
Foul back. One ball, 2 strikes. Just the second time this year that Morin has worked an inning in the 3rd. Ground ball towards second. Giavitello feeds Ibar. Featherston for 1. The relay back in time. A double play. What an arm by Taylor Featherston.
Good feed from Giavitello. A perfect throw. Featherston 4-6-3 double play.
Add us now to receive exclusive sneak peeks and behind-the-scenes access to your favorite SoCal teams. Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. 11-1 Angels. Bottom of the 7th inning. Freeze, Crone, and Iannetta. The Angels here to face Robbie Ross Jr. in his 3rd inning of relief. Freeze 1 for 3. Hit his 11th home run in the 4th inning. A 3-run shot, but he's now 42 runs batted in on the season. Cesar Ramos getting ready for the Angels, so he will pitch the 8th inning. Like Warren working 2 solid innings of relief, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts for him. First time Warren has worked multiple innings in relief since August 25th of last season. It was against the Marlins. A step forward for him is free. He shoots one out toward right field. Victorino to his right. 1 down.
First baseman, number 24.
Shane plays a right field. Runs that foul line right. See too many right fielders play that far over.
And generally they'll shade towards right center field.
Carl, the first baseman today, a walk and 2 fly ball outs. He's 0 for 2. No balls, 2 strikes. That is foul tipped into the mitt. Crone sees 3 pitches. He is the second out here in the 7th.
Number 17,
High fastball. He was trying to shoot that ball to right field, but it was by him at 93.
And then a skies one on the right side. Napoli is there. And Ross with a 1, 2, 3, 7th. We will head to the 8th. Looks like Ramos on in relief, but the Angels lead this one 11-1. Tweet your strongest fan photo to hashtag West Native Strong Fan for a chance to be featured in an upcoming broadcast. It is brought to you by T-Mobile.
Nice.
Top of the 8th inning, 11-1 Angels. Cesar Ramos takes over the mound for Mike Moore. 2 shutout innings of relief for Mike. Ortiz, Diaz, and Sandoval coming up here in the 8th inning. Cesar faced all 3 lefties. Ramos now pitching in his 35th game. 2-0 record, a 1.73 ERA. 26 innings, 27 hits, 18 strikeouts, and 5 walks.
He's done a very solid job out of the bullpen for Mike Scioscia. Ramos has been very good as far as stranding inherited base runners also. We'll give a chance to start off this inning. Good fastball, 89 to 91 range. Slider though, big pitch for him, and changeup.
David Ortiz a 1 for 3 games. Singleton scored in the 4th. Looks to the strike. Andrew Heaney will get the start for the Angels in game 2. Stephen Wright, the knuckleballer, going for Boston. The game slated to start at 7:05. Angels live will kick things off at 6:30. Ground ball foul. It's 1-2. Hector Santiago with 5 innings today, plus 1 batter, 8 hits, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run allowed. It's earned. And if you were wondering why it lasted just 5 innings, especially with a big lead, it's just the pitch count was up there, 114 pitches because of the first. Really, the first inning is the one that did him in through 31 pitches to get through the first, the scoreless first. That. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ortiz, and there's the first out of the 8th.
Well, you've definitely said that quite a few times. Swing and a miss, or call third strike in this game. Solid pitch. A curveball from Ramos to get a swing and miss against Ortiz.
Pardon me, Mark.
By the way, Hector's ERA goes down to 2.30. Came into the game 2.33.
Here's Alejandro De Aza for his first plate appearance. Took over for Hanley Ramirez. Left field. Downs, I think, 264 overall, 316 in 32 games with Boston. This one's back toward the middle. Giavatelli does a nice job getting to it. 2 down. Bring up Pablo Sandoval. Two balls and no strikes. Sandoval, a couple of hits today. With singles, 2 for 3 overall. Lifted in the air. That Joyce comes in, Featherson going out, and Taylor will put it away. Ramos with a 1-2-3-8. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. All Angels today. take a 7-0 lead. They tacked on 4 unearned runs, including the David Freese home run in the 4th. They lead at 11-1 as we start the bottom of the 8th inning. Craig Breslow, the veteran, takes over on the mound for Robbie Ross Jr. Did a nice job through his 3 innings of relief. 3 strikeouts and just 2 hits allowed. Breslow pitching in his 27th game. No record. A 3.98 earned run average. 22 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 31 and 2/3 innings.
He still can rush that fastball out pretty good. It's around 87 to 90 range. Slider, curve, changeup.
Scheduled to face 9, 1, and 2 here in the 8th. Robertson, Giavitello, and then Featherston. Nobody warming up in the pen for the Angels, so Ramos for the win in the 9th. Robertson swinging first pitch, pulls one foul and out of play. 0-1 count. 1-for-3 game for Robertson. Picked up his first extra base hit as an Angel in the 2nd inning. An RBI double over the head of Hanley Ramirez.
I was on the first pitch also. Jumped on that pitch. He got it over the head of Hanley in left field.
Angels with 10 hits. Boston with 9. By the way, we're talking about the Dark Knight. Nationals up 2-0 early.
Terry Collins wants to see him go deep in the game. He used quite a few pitchers. 18-inning game against the Cardinals yesterday.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Philly leading Tampa Bay 3-2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Tigers leading the Mariners 3-2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Reds and Cubs tied at 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Atlanta leading the Dodgers 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd as well. 11 games on the slate in Major League Baseball today. Robertson goes down on the changeup. There's out number 1.
Second baseman, number 12, Johnny Giavitello.
Houston idle at best. The Angels could be 2 games up on the Astros if they were to win both games of this doubleheader. At worst, they would remain a game up. And a good off-speed pitch.
We'll just keep looking at that record for the Angels. This lead holds, so we'll have the 2nd best record in the American League.
It all started with the last homestand prior to the All-Star break. On that terrific run. Carried over into the road trip. And while they were held hitless in Friday's game for quite a while by Wade Miley. 1-0 win. Darren Richards shutout performance on Saturday. Victorino is playing shallow. We'll put this one away for round number 2.
And that's the thing that's been important. Is, you know, you're still trying to find that consistency in the offense. Certainly you've seen it today. Saw it on that road trip before the All-Star break. But the pitching staff always gave the team a chance to win games. And when you play solid defense like we've seen over the last 2-3 weeks to go along with that pitching, you have a chance even when your opponent's pitching well against you.
Featherston 1 for 1. He pitched hit in the 6th inning, had a single to right.
That just 1 earned run allowed in 26 innings pitched against the Red Sox so far in his first 3 games of this 4-game series. And that's a team that was hot swinging the bat going into the All-Star break.
Boston came into this series gone 15-9 since June 16th. 6.5 back when the second half began. They started the play today. They were 8 back in the East. Two balls, 2 strikes. Boston in the ninth inning had Napoli, Victorino, and Hannigan due up. 7, 8, 9.
Certainly a good sign, too, for the Halos that Albert Pujols swung the bat very, very well today.
Albert hitting his 547th career home run in the second inning. Full count.
Mike Trout on deck. More than likely, you might see him maybe DH potentially in the second game.
That is a walk. This low, a 2-out walk, allows Trout to come up.
Number 27.
Trout 2 for 5 in his career against Breslow. 1 double. Like hitless today, 0 for 3 with a walk. And he looks at a strike. I was asked on via Twitter about Mike Trout and the first pitch, whether or not he offers at it much. He seldom does swing at the first pitch. Entering today, Trout has swung at the first pitch just 46 times this year. That's 11.9% of his plate appearances. He skies this one to right. Long run for Victorino toward the wall. Goes into a slide. Can't come up with it. Hopefully he's all right.
You know that in spring training, he was very aggressive on first pitch. Swinging often. That was part of the thing. He was going to make adjustments. As you see Victorino making a real good effort to try to slide and make that play, but unable to do so. Hopefully he's okay. He's been battling a lot of different injuries in the last couple of seasons. Getting back to Trout, swinging that first pitch early in spring, laying off the high fastball, stealing the bases more often. With certain pitchers, though, you always see him think about going that first pitch, especially a guy like, say, a Sonny Gray who's going to throw a first pitch fastball. Then you have to deal with 2 really good secondary pitches. That's the guy he generally will be more aggressive against.
0-2. Down low. Nice block by Hannigan. Shadows covering the home plate area. 2, starting in about just over 2 hours. Trout cues one out toward right center. That'll get down for a hit. Featherston will turn and head to third. He's in there safely, and Trout picks up a single. 11th hit for the Angels today.
First hit of the day for Trout. Has a walk.
#103rd hit of this season for Trout. Prince Fielder leads the way in the American League with 118. Jason Kipnis with 117. Grant Green with his first plate appearance. Looks at a strike. .250 batting average for Green. He's just 5 for 20 this year. A couple of runs batted in. No balls and 2 strikes. Down and in. Green breaks his bat, moves one out to shallow right center. Betts is playing shallows there. Angels are done here in the 8th. We will head to the 9th. These are Ramos coming back out for another inning of work, trying to close it down for the Angels. An 11-1 Angels. Cesar Ramos looking for his 2nd inning of work here. Trying to lock it down for Hector Santiago, looking for his 7th win. Grant Green stays, or comes out, I should say, from the DH spot and will play second base. So no more DH left in this game. The pitcher's spot now in the number 1 spot in the order. Ramos had a 1-2-3 8th inning. Facing Napoli, Victorino, and Hannigan here in the 9th. Napoli 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the 4th. First one outside. Two balls and no strikes. There's a strike. Hector Santiago, 5 innings, 8 hits, 10 strikeouts, matching a career high for him. 1 run.
Really good to see Mike Morin throw the ball that well in his 2 innings. Very, very good stuff today.
1 hit allowed, 2 strikeouts for Mike. A dribbler toward third. This one bounces foul. Well, Napoli, who ran through the bag, will head back to home plate with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Two now. As a called strike, 3 down goes Napoli for the first down here tonight.
The third time Napoli's been struck out in this game.
Betts, Ramirez, and now Napoli, all three with 3 strikeouts.
Inside corner at 90. Certainly an advantage for a pitcher now with those shadows in the play.
Victorino 2 for 3. A couple of singles. Pop up. Ground ball to short. 2 down.
Catcher number 10, Ryan Hannigan.
So Ryan Hannigan steps in.
Really, one of the big pitches of the entire game was the strikeout by Hector Santiago against Hannigan back when they had the bases loaded, 1 out in the 4th inning. And had another strikeout against Betts to finish off the inning.
Two balls and no strikes. Hannigan today 0 for 3.
You're unfaithful to your strike zone, sir. And Hanley Ramirez will.
Hector Santiago will pick up his 7th win. Versus 4 losses on the year. Eduardo Rodriguez will take the loss. Drop to 5 and 3. 2-1. Angels looking for their 51st win of the year. 2-1 now. Dribbler foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Victory in game 1. The Angels would pick up a half game on the idle Astros. A game and a half lead in the West. Here comes the 2-2. Just missed down and in. Full count.
Team looking for a season high as far as punch outs. Punch out number 15 in the game for Mike Scioscia's staff today.
Here comes the payoff pitch. This is fouled off. Mookie Betts, leadoff man, is on deck. Andrew Heaney gets a start in game 2 against Stephen Wright. Another 3-2 on the way. That missed inside. He walked him. So a 2-out walk will bring Betts to the plate. Betts hitless today. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a fly ball to left. Oh, 1 count. 9 hits for Boston, 11 for the Angels. Red Sox have stranded 8. The Angels have left 5 on. Check swing. Out in front of the mound. Iannetta picks it up, fires it first. Got him! Light that baby up as the Angels take game 1 of this double dip. 11-1 the final.
What a nice way to finish that one up. Nice play by Chris Iannetta, David Freese with a 3-run home run, 451-foot shot to center field. A big RBI single, too. Early in that game in the second inning for Chris Iannetta, and the offense rolls today. Scoring 11 runs now. The Angels 51-40 with a game-and-a-half lead now on the Houston Astros. What a game, though, by Hector Santiago. 10 punch-outs in 5 innings. All around solid effort for the Halos defensively, on the mound, and of course swinging the bat.
Hector Santiago moves to 7-4 on the season. 5 innings, 1 run, 8 hits, 10 strikeouts. That matches, of course, a career high for him, which he did back in 2012 as a member of the White Sox against the Cleveland Indians. 3 home runs for the Angels in this one. Pujols and Calhoun in the second, and David Freese with a big one in the 4th inning, a 3-run shot. Halos winning 11-1. David Freese down on the field, kind enough to join us. And David, I know it's got to be a really good feeling for you, not only for the ball club winning 4 straight and taking the first 3 of this series, but for you personally, that home run to kind of get in the flow of things offensively as we start the second half of the season.
Yeah, it always feels good to put one over, but no, it was good. Hector came out firing away and gave us a chance to win. Bullpen solidified it for us, but the bats were alive today. It was nice.
Well, David, yeah, the pitching staff's been doing very good. You guys have been swinging the bat, especially with the power swings. 3 home runs again today. Got to feel good how the second half's starting for you guys.
Yeah, we're excited. We didn't know how we were going to handle the break. You know how that goes, but we just picked up where we left off, and hopefully we just keep this going.
David, I know it's a long day. We will let you go. We appreciate it. Nice job in picking up your 11th home run. A big one, too. 451 feet to straightaway center field. We will see you game 2. David, the Angels taking game 3 of this set. 11-1 the final. Hector Santiago picking up his 7th win of the season. Edward Rodriguez taking the loss. He is 5-3. Game 2 of the State Night doubleheader coming up at 7:05. Angels Live will kick things off at 6:30. We will talk to you then.